Thank you guys for coming. I'm Johnny Young Bosch, and this is my panel. They gave me almost 2 hours. What were they thinking? They're thinking, he's totally full of crap. He could come up with something. But thanks for coming. If you don't know who I am and your friend dragged you in here, I got my start as Adam in Power Rangers. I was a Black Ranger. And then I got into a voiceover. My first role was Vash in Trigon. And going on to do a few more. I see Ichigo over there. There was a Lelouch the other day. And then I've done some video games and a few other things. But yeah, thanks for coming. I'm sorry that you guys don't have seats. It's so weird. That much room for like floor seating. That's bizarre. But anyways, we'll do a few Q&A here. But I've got some things I was going to show. You guys needed me to test this or something though? Just to give you some kind of feed. I can't tell if that was a middle finger or it's a thumbs up. That means yes. All right. Well, maybe we'll just, there you go, but put it up there and see if it works. Right now, there's no sound. Is that sound not coming out? Alright, this is me being stupid. And so there's no audio?
Dude, so mean.
Audio doesn't work through the usually does. Alright. So we'll skip that part. Let's do some Q&A. What was it? 1 minute? 1 minute right now? Okay. DI this thing? Alright, cool. Man, you guys are so prepared. I'm just kidding. Give it up for these guys. They gotta jump through a booty trap. Wait, what do you mean? Thanks, guys. Alright, let's do some Q&A, and we'll start there. Yes?
I heard that you used to do martial arts stunt doubles. Were you in Drunken Master? Because there's also someone who looks really close.
In Drunken Master? Yeah. Jackie Chan's Drunken Master? You talking about the second one, right? Yeah. It's actually Drunken Master 2. No, I wasn't in it. That's a different Asian guy. I know we all look alike. In the mornings I look super Asian. I'm like, but no, that wasn't me. I wish it was me. I love Jackie Chan. That's one of my favorite Jackie Chan films, Drunken Master 2. But actually, I grew up when I was younger. I just wanted to be a martial arts action star. If you don't know, okay, so I'm an actor, a voice actor, a martial artist, and I have a band. I'm a musician as well. But yeah, my dream was to become an action star. And I watched Bruce Lee, and Jackie Chan, and Sammo Hung, all those guys. And Sunday Kung Fu is what Sunday Kung Fu Theater. Did anybody else watch that stuff? They don't do it anymore like they did, Yeah, right. Donnie Yen, yeah. Donnie Yen's really popular right now, but he wasn't around when I was watching stuff. It was whoever these guys were. There's always that old guy, the old bum, that would be teaching the dudes, Jade Claw, Crystal Fist, those really stupid names. Shaolin versus Lama is a really good kung fu film. But anyways, yeah, I grew up, and that's what I did, and I got my chance when I got to be a Power Ranger. That was a lot of fun. But anyways, if you have a question. Multi-parter. Let's see. Let's see if it's okay. Yes. I not only voiced Nero, but I went to Japan to do the motion capture. Yeah. In fact, I will show you some stuff. Do we got sound? All right, I'm going to show you. Okay, so who's played the game Devil May Cry or is familiar with the series? Okay, so I was in Devil May Cry 4, and I was Nero, the playable character or whatever. But I'll show you I have a couple clips. I think one of the clips is me in the motion capture suit doing stuff, and then I think I have the final version, the way it looks, after they did it to make it look cool. Did you have a continued question? Yeah. What was it like working with Ruben and them? Oh, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Ruben's really good. He's actually a great stuntman, and that's, and I've known him for a while prior to that because, I hung out with all the stunt guys. They're all the Japanese stunt team, and Ruben did as well. And he speaks Japanese, and other languages, which is really crazy. But and he would don't go to Japan with him because he'll tell you things to do and say that are not correct. And then you'll go and be asking for the bathroom where the bathroom is, but that's not exactly what you're asking for. All right, let me see here. We got. All right.
Whoa.
Packing a sword like that if you aren't even going to use it.
That's Ruben. Dante.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait a minute. Was that the middle of the clip?
I guess this doesn't quite cut it. What's the point of packing a sword like that if you aren't even going to use it?
Alright, so you saw the rest, but did you see that how I had to, it's so weird there, if I were to pull if I'm drawing my sword, there'd be usually a Japanese guy there, hiding, holding it. So I can pull it. And you'll see when I put my gun away, I would just drop it. Because they can just color it out. So take a look at that. You'll see me as I flip the thing around. I'll drop it on the line.
I guess this doesn't quite cut it.
Alright, now let me show you how awesome
What's the point?
Became.
That's hilarious.
In your head, believe all of that is real. Otherwise, it looks pretty silly, But yeah, once they're done, it always looks so much cooler. I wish I could make myself look that cool. Anyways, yeah, questions? Yes. The best part of voice acting is that I can play various different characters, and as opposed to regular on-camera acting, I am this guy right here. half Asian guy, after Power Rangers, it was really hard for me to get a job because there were no roles for a half Asian dude. It was like Asian or Caucasian, and for me, it was like I'd go in and they're like, wait, what are you? So it was really tough. And so voice acting, that's actually how I fell into voice acting. But with that, I can play a number of different characters, and it doesn't really lock me into the way I physically look. So that's one of the best things, I think, for me. One of the worst things, I think, I don't know. If somebody farts in the booth before you, that's pretty bad because you're stuck in there. That has happened before. I'll tell you a quick story. Well, I already ruined it, but so I was working on this as a series. I was playing Melody of Oblivion. I was playing solo, and nobody's ever heard of it. I haven't even watched it, but so I showed up. I usually try to show up kind of early to my session so I can go through the scripts because usually you don't get the scripts ahead of time. In a lot of games and a lot of anime, you don't get the script ahead of time. You walk in and you get it right there, and you need to just start acting. And so I like to cheat and try to get there early and see if I can, look at it and figure out where I've been, where I'm going, what's happening in the scene. So anyways, this one day I show up and I'm heading into the booth. It's like a small closet. And I see the engineer, and he's in there, and he's adjusting the microphone like this. And he sees me, start to walk through the door, And he darts past me, and he bumps into me as he walks out the door. You don't have to go in there. I was like, what? I don't have to go in there. I'm working here. That's weird. So I step in, and as I get up to where the microphone was, it hits me in the face. Like this horrible, it's like somebody's been cooking eggs or something. Like that one, And then just before that, like somebody had told me that if you can smell a fart, it's like you're eating poop particles. That's all I could think of. The whole time I was in that session, it was like poop in my teeth or something. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So anyways, that's the worst part. That's the worst part of the voice acting. Yeah. Best part of being a Power Ranger, and what was the worst part? The worst part for me was wearing spandex. That was just uncomfortable for me. It was just awkward, I felt like I was walking around naked. It took a while for me to get used to it. And then I was like, but it was pretty good. Unless you're used to it. Best part. Alright, the best part was this. Okay, like I told you earlier, it's like I wanted to be an action star. That was my dream. And I lived in Texas. And all my friends, my best friends, and they knew me, and I was training all the time. And they would always ask, why are you training? I was like, I want to be an action star. I want to be a martial artist. I want to do this stuff. And they're like, don't waste your time. And there was this audition. My martial arts instructor saw this newspaper clipping that said they were looking for new rangers, and he said, I think you should go do it. And I was like, awesome, because it's kind of what I want to do. And so he helped me put together this, kicking, flipping routine or whatever, to go show off. And so I was telling my friends, I'm going to go audition for this. And all my friends were like, dude, don't waste your time. We live in Texas. Things like this don't happen for people for us. And we're saying this because we care for you. We don't want you to get hurt. And that's true. They did care for me, but it did hurt, because it was like, don't go after your dreams, which was really hard for me. And I just couldn't listen to them. I was like, no, I believe in this. I believe I can do this. I believe there's hope. I believe there's a chance. And I think that you can accomplish anything. And so anyways, I decided to go and do it. And I went to this audition and got it right, and eventually got the part. But anyways, so the best part of being on Power Rangers was it's like within the first week, and we were working like 14, 16-hour days already, doing like wardrobe stuff and fittings and rehearsals. And I'm on set, and we're shooting, and we're in this park. And we'd already done a couple things, and I'm by myself in these rollerblades trying to figure out how to rollerblade. And I'm standing there, and they're setting up lights everywhere. And I'm by myself, and the sun is just starting to come up, and the grass, there's dew on the grass. I'm by myself, I'm looking around, and then it hits me. I'm like, wait a second. I'm here. This is it. thing that I wanted to do, I have accomplished it. You know, the thing I've been hoping that I could become, I'm here right now. So that was the best moment for me, was on Power Rangers at that time. Yes? Do I feel like I get typecast in live action horror? What was that? I mean, there's a couple times when I heard Johnny is like, this is Johnny's part, you know, and then I go look at it and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just like this character I did, and they want exactly that same voice. But you know, I don't mind it because half the time it's like a lead, and so I'm like, I'm not going to complain about getting a lead, you know, or a lead villain or something. I think that's pretty cool. It's awesome. As far as live action, I don't think that's ever really happened. You know? I mean, no. If I was like on Power Rangers now, still, then I think there'd be an issue. But yes. What did I think of the original Japanese? Oh, if you guys don't know, Power Rangers was originally a Japanese show, and basically Saban bought it and pulled as much of that footage. And you could probably recognize it if you were watching it. You would see a lot of footage look slightly different from the stuff that we were in. And that was because they would use a lot of footage. But yes, I did watch a little bit of it, but it was only because I was on Power Rangers, and it's a cheesy kids show, all right? And so after like doing a few episodes, this is like the Zero season, I thought, I was like, you know what, anybody can write this stuff. I can write this stuff. And then I was like, I'm going to write an episode, you know? And so I went upstairs and I went to one of the writers and I was like, hey, can I write an episode? And I was like, okay. So they grabbed this box, right, of the Japanese show, and they put it up in this room, in the conference room. They sat me down and said, all right, just dig through here, find a tape, pop it in, watch it, and then try to use as much footage as you can and write around that. I was like, oh, okay. It's easy. You just be hanging out at the juice bar or whatever. So anyways, I popped in the tape and I started watching it, and the monster was a faucet. It was just a faucet monster, you know? So this monster was like in this warehouse and is doing something, you know? I don't know what it was doing. But the Rangers come in, you know, like, we're going to get you, monster. And the monster's like, Rangers. And then it like turned its faucet on and started spraying the Rangers, right? It's like, shh. And the Rangers like, water. And they're like getting wet or whatever. And then it was like cut to them and back to the monster and then back and forth like that. And then it was on the Rangers, and the water started becoming like brownish, yellowish, and I was like, well, that's weird. And it went back to the monster, and he had another faucet down here that he had opened up and was like, I was like, what? What are these Japanese guys into? So weird. They watch this stuff. This is a family show? So I couldn't get my head out of that the whole time. I was like, so, did you just cut around those parts when he's peeing on them? You obviously can't put that in our show for the kids here. They'd be peeing on each other. You know? They're bad enough, they're fighting each other. But so, anyways, I did see a little bit of it. But some of it's actually really cool, and it's kind of fun to watch. But it's a lot darker, though, too. You know, like the original Green Ranger. I think his parents became like monsters and he had to kill them. Ooh. And then he committed suicide. So it was like, yeah, we can't have that. Instead, let's make him become a white ranger. You know? But anyways, yeah, it's a much darker show, I think. And, but it's still kind of silly to watch them, yeah. The fan film? The one that came out not too long ago, Power Rangers. Like the Michael Bay version of Power Rangers. Yeah. Well, it felt like the Michael Bay version of Power Rangers. You know, it was like, it was entertaining. I was entertained, you know, and the one I saw was the one that didn't have the naked girls in it, like they had bikinis on or something, you know. But they still had, you know, Zach, you know, with cocaine and whatnot. But Adam wasn't in there, you know. It showed Rocky. Rocky had turned sides. but I wasn't there. So there's hope that I can be in the second one. But I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of cool. It was a cool take on it, but I mean, it's not the Power Rangers that people are used to, you know. I think maybe some people will be like, yeah, that's the Power Rangers I want to watch, but I think if you grew up with it, it might feel kind of weird if they're all dark and, you know, doing drugs. So, yes. Out of all the characters I've voice acted, are there any that I would like to act as in a live action film? Oh man. That's tough because I don't think I look like any of those guys, you know? And those guys look so much cooler than I do. I think it's bad for me, I'm alright. I'll be alright, guys. Oh, alright. Hey, you know what? I'll show you a picture. Somebody came through the line the other day. I hadn't seen it before, but they had photoshopped me as Bosch. So maybe that would be kind of cool. But I'll show you it. It's kind of interesting. So that's kind of silly. Hey, you guys play Clash of Clans? Yeah. Alright, so do I. Alright, let me see if I can. I'll show you guys. I'm fairly new at it. I've just upgraded to a level Town Hall 6, alright? So I got 10 hours on my shield, but I'm gonna break it just for you guys to go looting. Alright, so looting is like when you go in and you try to like steal money and stuff from other people. I'll do that real quick because I think it's fun. But I got the wrong troops. Hey man, thievery is okay in video games. Think I can take it? It's kind of hard, oh yeah. How would those guys got? I chose the wrong troops. Alright. Dude, stop giving the purple stuff. I haven't gotten that far yet. It's always set. That'd be cool if I could tell you. This one looks really easy.
Yeah, kill him.
This one looks good. Alright, here we go.
Pillage the village. Revel in the screens. Oh.
This guy gets back and he's like, no! Oh,
damn, overpowered. Excellent, you killed people. You pillaged!
This guy's gonna so want revenge on me. Alright, I'm gonna challenge one of you guys to non-cat. Who wants to play? Has anybody played non-cat? Alright, I'll show you how it's played and then you guys can figure it out by watching it.
Zombie cat? I'm like, what the heck? What?
You can do it? Alright. We'll see. We'll see. I'll get you to the you, and are you with someone else here? Are you with someone else here? You have friends here? Okay, are you getting the autographs later today? Because I'll get you to the front of the line. If you can beat me. Alright, so the thing is you know how to play it? You hold on to it. Yeah.
Oh, I see. This guy's awesome. I love him.
He's like at 120. He's like, I'm not as good. He just like stops.
Have you guys seen this? Let's see if it'll work. It's a snapshot.
Oh, crap. Oh, come on. Oh, what the hell? Skyline first.
Okay. Alright, yeah, you can go ahead and sit down. And but right after the end, will you just come up to me and I'll get you guys up front. Good job. Way to go.
Female! What the hell?
Gotta make sure I find the right way there for you.
What the heck? It's so creepy. What the hell? Oh no. Oh, the box one! The box! That's from DigiChat. Oh. That one with what the weird show, the video I have on my YouTube channel. With the giant monster I showed you. I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Alright. Good job. question. Yes, back there.
What was the hardest part of naming all the personas?
What was the hardest part of what?
Naming all the personas in Persona 4.
I didn't do that.
Naming all the personas.
Naming? Oh, like the act. Oh, I mean, it's just they're just there in front of me, and I just shout whatever they have. It's annoying. Okay, what's next? And then just do it. The hardest part actually for Persona for me was that I was voicing Adachi as well as Yu Narukami, which is tricky because they're kind of the same tone, you know. But when I got onto the game, it was I was cast as Adachi, the antagonist. So I just listened to it, you know, a little bit, and I was like, okay. And then I just played that because I didn't know I was going to do anything else. So I used kind of all over the place as far as my range. And then towards the end of the session, they're like, oh, you're also going to be the protagonist. I was like, oh, what does he sound like? And then they're like, kind of the same tone. I was like, wait, I just did like that for Adachi. And they're like, oh yeah, but it's just calls. You know, it's just a lot of shouting and grunts and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, so it doesn't matter that much. And so it didn't matter that much in the first game that I did. But the next game, he starts talking. And then another one. And then the animation came out and they're talking to each other. Have you seen the animation? Yeah. So I had to tweak them a little bit. I had to take Adachi one way a little bit more and Narukami the other direction. But it was cool though. It was a lot of fun. But it was tricky, you know. Yes. Have you used my voices from characters at drive-thru? I mean, one thing I do is like if I go to, do you guys have Fry's Electronics here? It's kind of like Best Buy, but it's like one of those places, but they always have like somebody out front trying to sell you something or ask for donations for something. And whenever I go there, I just act like I'm usually with someone else, and I'll act like I'm talking to them, like in some other language, like it's just gibberish. You know, so like it's like this. That's what I do. I just like walk around, and they never say anything because they hear that and they're like, God, the guy can't speak English. I always have thinking, I don't know why. Since I saw Gods Must Be Crazy, I think it was, I throw that in there. Hey, you know, people don't it kind of sounds Vietnamese, doesn't it? Vietnamese-ish, like something else, Asian. And here's one of the biggest reasons why I don't do that. Is because I don't do a whole lot of character voices, but I have done a few. I did this game, Wild Arms 4, and so I had various characters in it. And one of the characters that they gave me was it was a chicken head monster. So it was like a baby chicken, but with a big giant head. And they're like, so come up with a voice for that. And I was like, what? And I didn't know what to do. I was like, what? Like that? Oh, I'm a chicken monster. And so doing this voice is really weird. And it sticks to you, you know, it's kind of hard. And so I was walking around and I was doing it all day. Talking like this. So I was using that voice as I was going around. And I was working on this pilot, and the director was taking me around, introducing me to everyone. And I was just being a fool, like, hello, nice to meet you, I'm playing this and I talked to everyone, right? And he's like, oh, here's Adam, and I turned out and I was like, hello, Adam, how are you? And I did that. There was a little person. And he said, hello, Adam. And I was like, no, this is a voice I had to. He's like, what's up, people make fun of me all the time. I'm like, no, I wasn't making fun of you. I was like, so after that day, never again. I'm like, no way, forget it. Because I totally was like, foot in my mouth, you know. I do that kind of stuff all the time, though, unfortunately. I'm just an idiot. I just don't think. Things just come out of my mouth, and I don't think until afterwards, and I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. You know. That's what she said. It's the second time you said that already, though. Stop it. Yes. Best moments playing Ichigo. There's a lot of cool moments. I mean, there's a lot of moments throughout it that I'm like, that's a cool moment. Like the moment where he tries it on his mom, I was like, that's a cool moment. The moment he fights with Byakuya is a cool moment. You know, with Kakashi is a cool moment. With Renji is a cool moment. When he gets his powers, you know, from Rukia, you know, just throughout, there's a lot of cool moments. You know, one of my favorite parts though was voicing Ichigo and Hollow Ichigo at the same time. Which is, I don't do it at the same time. I do one and then I do the other. But just to watch that stuff back and hear it, it's kind of cool. I even did the full Hollow with the horns and stuff. Which that one was that was painful because it was mostly screaming and then a lot of like. Yeah. So you guys want to see something else? I don't know if it'll pick up all right though. I'll try it. Are you guys familiar with? Hang on a second. Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
All right, so have you guys watched Yu-Gi-Oh! That Zexal?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Right, the one with 4 kids, right?
No.
Okay, so what you don't know is that while they were working on it, we were working on it as well. The Japanese company hired us. The original company hired us to do it. But they were in some kind of lawsuit or something like that. So you can't roll cameras on this, unfortunately. Is that okay? You guys all right with that? And I'll show you some